The intent to eat healthier and lose weight is already there, and maybe you already know what you need to do. But actually doing it is a different story. Easier said than done, right? A fat loss or healthy eating journey tends to fail not because we lack info on how to do it. There's no magic secret to lose fat. You just need to eat the right food, get your body moving, be on a calorie deficit to see results. We all know that, but the failure to actually do it comes from real-life obstacles. Many of us struggle or fall off track due to lack of time, lack of routine, lack of planning, or even poor sleep or stress, which can vastly affect your hunger hormones. So if you fail, it's not because you're lazy, but because life just naturally gets busy and maybe you don't yet have a solid system to withstand it. So as a certified nutritionist, I'll share 3 food habits you can apply today to really bridge the gap between knowing and doing, especially on super busy days. Hopefully by the end of this video, you'll feel more inspired to take action and make sustainable progress towards fat loss or any of your personal health goals. Before we dive in, I'll just share a bit of context about the Philippines, where I'm from. We all have different lifestyles revolving around our meals. Some households have helpers who cook for them, which is great, one thing off their busy workload. Some opt for meal plan services that do all the heavy lifting with overall meal planning, calories, macros, and the delivery of meals. It can get pricey as it adds up each week, so that might not be sustainable for everyone. Some eat in restaurants, which can also get expensive, and some resort to fast food or convenience stores because they're convenient. So I get it, not everyone has time to cook their meals. But there's a lot of benefit in preparing your meals every so often. You know exactly what's going in your body and you have control over it, which can help you with your goals. It's not just for fat loss, it's for overall health, strong aging, and showing up as your best self every day. So the first habit is to template your meals. This means to literally eat the same thing all the time. I know this is a hot take. A lot of you will protest that variety is important, and yes, that is true. But it's arguably more important to be disciplined with your meals, and the best way to do that is to keep it super simple. You don't need to be pressured with the elaborate, colorful meals you see on Instagram. While I admire these meals and get inspired by them every so often, many of us don't have the bandwidth to create these beautiful meals from scratch 3 to 4 times a day. To build a balanced meal, literally all you need is a source of lean protein, a source of fiber, and a source of healthy fat. That's it. The friction usually lies in deciding on what to eat. If you decide on the fly, there's a 50% chance that you choose something that won't favor your health goals. On the other hand, those who have an automatic system where their meals are more or less set are more likely to follow through because they don't have to deal with decision fatigue or overwhelm. So what kind of template are we talking about here? So for example, breakfast can be as simple as overnight oats. I know, super common, but super easy. It can be prepped the night before and ready to eat the next morning. Oats are rich in soluble fiber, which is good for digestion and keeps you full for longer, great for sustained energy through busy days. My base for overnight oats is usually rolled oats, milk, Greek yogurt, chia seeds, a mashed banana for natural sweetness and creaminess, and 1 ingredient peanut butter. Then I just switch up the toppings with different fruits, nuts, and seeds. Or if you prefer a savory breakfast, eggs are another common, no-brainer option. Just load them up with mushrooms, spinach, cheese, and maybe a whole wheat bread. You can switch up the fillings if you like, but have some kind of base that's consistent so that it'll be easier to follow through without thinking twice. Then for lunch, a sample template could be a big, fresh, balanced salad with leafy greens for fiber, a source of protein, your go-to dressing, and maybe some croutons for carbs. To maintain our muscle, we should ideally aim for around 25 to 30 grams of protein per meal. So for this salad, you can opt for lean chicken, beef, or fish, as these pack a lot of protein. Or if you want to go plant-based, you can use tofu, although tofu on its own doesn't really have that much protein, so it's good to add another source like chickpeas or edamame to bump up the overall protein content. And of course, you can add more veggies like cucumber or tomatoes, really anything you want. Usually at lunchtime, I add a spoonful of kimchi just to have something fermented every day, another no-brainer habit. Then dinner could be cooked vegetables, another protein source, and a carb source like noodles, rice, or quinoa. Usually I like to keep my dinner lighter than my lunch so the carb portion is a bit less, and I do like having cooked veggies for dinner as they're easier to digest in the evening than raw veggies. So the template could be something like overnight oats or an omelette for breakfast, alternated, a big protein salad for lunch, and protein cooked veggies and rice or noodles for dinner. This is just an example. Do what's realistic and appealing for you. The point is, you're not overthinking every day. These meal templates are flexible enough to allow variety. It's easier to identify what you need to buy from the grocery and which proteins you can prep in advance. Of course, if there are days you want to cook or eat something different, go ahead. Make those cottage cheese pancakes for breakfast or those big wraps or mason jar meals for lunch or dinner. If you have time, by all means, switch it up. But for most days, have your template, allow some variety, and write down your meal plan and grocery list. And since you're more or less eating the same thing every day, you have to make sure that what you're eating actually tastes good. If your food is boring and bland and you feel like you're just forcing yourself to eat it just because it's healthy, chances are you'll end up reaching for that slice of pizza or that bag of chips because you weren't properly satisfied from your meal. There are many ways to eat the food that you like while making it more wholesome. If you love Filipino food, I've got a video up here that covers ways to enjoy it without ruining your health. Salt and pepper is the easiest way to season your food, but there are limitless herbs and spices and other ingredients that can really take it to the next level. Add cheese to your omelette if that'll make you enjoy it more. Drizzle honey and some cinnamon on your Greek yogurt bowl. Add a dash of hot sauce or chili flakes on your veggie stir fry. Make a simple but delicious salad dressing with Dijon mustard and honey. Ask ChatGPT for ideas to level up what you currently have. A little can go a long way with these natural flavor boosters. As long as the meal is made with mostly whole ingredients and balanced with protein, fiber, and healthy fats, you're good to go. But while you should be creative with your meals to make them taste good, you also need to be very practical. Shortcuts are there for a reason, and that's to save the day when you just have no time or energy to prepare a meal. There are so many ingredients that don't really require much prep or cooking. Super convenient proteins that I usually keep stocked are canned goods like tuna, salmon, sardines, mackerel. Canned fish is cooked during the canning process, which kills bacteria and makes it shelf stable. It also retains most nutrients like protein and omega-3. Just opt for trusted brands to make sure that you're getting good quality protein and take a quick look at the ingredients. The simpler, the better. Ideally, just fish, water or brine, and maybe a bit of salt. Rotisserie chicken is another staple protein. It's already cooked, which saves a lot of time. You can add it to salads, wraps, rice, or pasta. Just remove the skin if you're watching your fat or sodium. For fiber, I usually have canned corn or mushrooms in the pantry. You just need to rinse them to reduce the sodium. I also stock up on those frozen mixed veggies that you find in the grocery. They're already washed and chopped, which is a major load off when prepping veggies. They were also frozen at peak ripeness, so they could actually be even more nutritious than fresh veggies depending on how long they've been sitting in the chiller. You literally just need to warm it up in the stove, season it, and toss it into your meals. Frozen strawberries and blueberries, another staple, full of vitamins and antioxidants. Fresh berries can be so expensive, so this is a great alternative. They'll last longer too. And frozen edamame, one of my favorite things to add to any meal because it has protein and fiber in one. Just boil or steam them, add a bit of salt, and they're good to go. They taste really good too. Another shortcut is to find suppliers around your area who provide good cooked food. In our village, there are a lot of home cooks who sell their food. Sometimes I'll order and maybe add some veg on the side if needed. That way, you're nourishing yourself without the extra effort and you're supporting the local community. Bonus tip, get your mind off the all or nothing mindset. If you fall off track, it's okay. It happens. Pick up where you left off and stay with your progress instead of going back to zero. Real change isn't about getting everything right. It's about not giving up when things don't go as planned. And be patient. Real change takes time, but it's definitely worth every effort. If you found this video helpful, you might also like this one where I cover a step-by-step guide on how to lose body fat realistically. And please feel free to give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe to this channel for simple and realistic nutrition, wellness, and motivation. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.